the two. So you can have your own personal opinion, but from my years of practice, I'm trying to tell you the little experience I've gathered and how to do one or two check-ins when it comes to property business. So, without wasting much of your time, we are going to proceed on some certain issues. I won't pride myself to be one of the best, but I will confidently tell you that from the little knowledge I've gathered, I can confidently tell you that I know to a reasonable extent on some certain issues that borders on real estate. So, without wasting much time, I'm going to deal on like 17 topics generally with respect to property business. Not just property business in the southeast, but property business in general. I'm a lawyer, and then I'll also be telling you how to verify. You don't need to be a lawyer to ascertain how or know how to verify a property document. You understand? So I will teach you. It is a free teaching. Then you can choose to apply it maybe when you want to buy a property, or you can still consult a lawyer because you can't know it all. But I'm going to teach you the elementary aspect of some certain things you need to know when it comes to property business. So I will be very brief because this is early morning and I'm in the city of Enugu. So this is more like our Monday, but because of the fact that I've already said I'm going to be hosting this live today, I'm going to go ahead, but I will make it very brief. So number one, there are so many things that are actually raining now in not just in Enugu, just generally in the southeast and some other places. I wouldn't know, but for whatever I will be saying, I will be making particular references to properties in Enugu, Ebonyi, Anambra, Lagos, Abuja, and all whatnot. So, very first topic I'll be talking about is verification of a document. Now, I will also in this particular lesson I'm going to be saying something. In this particular lesson, I'm going to be saying some certain things with respect to this, and some certain things I'm going to be saying. I'm also going to be blaming some lawyers because when it comes to verification of documents, some lawyers, if you meet a lazy lawyer, sorry to say, the person might actually not do a very good and wonderful job for you. The person might not actually do a very good and wonderful job for you because the person don't want to go through the rigorous of verifying a document. And some, while preparing landed documents, they also don't really take careful cognizance of the body of the document they are preparing, most especially the reciter, which embodies majorly the history of that property. So number one is verification of documents. Everybody knows that you can go to Ministry of Lands or Aegis when it comes to Abuja or whichever one that is in any state to verify a document that is registered, in quotes. So yes, you can go to all these ministries and verify your document. Maybe if it's federal housing, you go to their own department to verify. So what happens to those documents that are not registered in any ministry or any government parastatal that is in charge of that particular locality? How do you verify those documents? There is what we call oral search. Okay, so particularly reference with major properties that are situated in rural areas like villages where they might not really be enlightened to go to the Ministry of Lands to register. How do you verify these properties? Now, I'll give you an example. If you are verifying a property that is in a village, definitely, apart from going to maybe the Igwe or the Oba or whatever they have in that area, there are other ways to go about it. Let me use particular reference to Igbo land. If you are going to a land that is situated in a rural area, and then they tell you that, okay, this is owned by a particular family, that you want to verify a document that is owned by a particular family, definitely you should know that the persons, I'm not trying to be sentimental, the persons or the people that you should be verifying that document or verifying the genuineness of that property is from the male children in that family. And I will tell you this for free. If you are trying to verify such document, not minding that a particular person might actually not be the first male child of that particular distinct, try verifying from each and every existing, why I use existing, alive, because some might actually be there, use and try verifying from every single male child in that family. And then you can also extend to the kindred, neighbors, like people that are living around the property or persons that are living around that area. Now there is this peculiar practice that is trending. People have been getting scammed because of this particular issue that I'm going to tell you now. Now you might see someone presenting a C of O, that I have a property now and the property has a C of O. And then you start telling the person, oh, because it has a C of O, there's no need for us to go for search at the Ministry of Lands and all that, because it has a C of O. I'll still tell you this. C of O is not a good title document. C of O alone is not a good title document. Why? I know you'll be wondering, why am I saying that C of O is not a good title document, whereas they say that C of O is the general document and all this is, once you have C of O, you have, it's more like your Bible. No. C of O is just it's like a document evidencing title. In a C of O, if you look at the body of a deed of assignment, deed of conveyance, deed of lease, any deed, you will notice that there is something peculiar about it. It will state to you that it is transferring title of that particular property, the right the recent owner, the current owner has on that property, to a particular named person. But in C of O, what you will just see is the name of the current owner. C of O does not state that I'm transferring this title I have to this land to this particular person. It does not state that to you. But it is only a deed that will state to you, okay, this is the current owner, and I'm transferring all my interests to this particular person. It is a deed that states to you the history of transactions on that particular deed. But on C of O, you can never see this history. The only thing you will see, this land has been leased to this person for 99 years, and so that is just the essence of a C of O. Now, with particular reference to C of O, I will give you a personal self experience. Now, for you to verify a genuine C of O, this is a bad practice that is trending now. So I'm giving it out so you will be conscious of whatever you are dealing on. For you to verify a genuine C of O, not just going to the ministries and wherever it is to verify whether this document. Yes, you can go to a ministry. They will verify that this C of O actually exists. Now, how do you verify that the C of O that you are holding is actually an authentic C of O? Now, for every landed document, for every government issued document, actually, like a C of O, there is a security placed in every government document, most especially with documents regarding properties like C of O. Also, there is also a seal when it comes to the survey plan. I'm going to come to that, but let me finish with that of C of O, because this is actually, people are getting scammed every day because of this particular thing. Now, someone will show you this is the C of O. You go to the Ministry of Lands, use the whole details, confirm that the land is in existence, that is in this person's name. But you will actually know that the C of O you are holding is actually a fake C of O. Ministry of Lands cannot confirm to you if a C of O they are going to give you the photocopy of the C of O, right? So you're not going to confirm if the CFO the owner is issuing to you is actually an authentic CFO. This is where the problem comes in. So when you bring a CFO, this is how to verify a genuine CFO that is not forged. First of all, raise it up. For every CFO, there is a government-placed security on a CFO. When you raise the CFO up, just like raising a currency, like a Naira currency up, you will see a reflection of the image that exists on the other side of the currency. You will see like a shadow of it. Now, if you raise a genuine CFO up, you are going to see more like a shadow coat of arm below it. If you don't see that shadow coat of arm below it, it will not be so glaring. But when you raise it up from the back, if you look through the back, you will see something like a shadow coat of arm on it. Once you don't see this, maybe you are seeing a plain brown handwritten or maybe imprinted brown paper, you know, like an original brown paper. When you raise it up, you will see like a small write-up by the side. It's more like a signature. That is fake CFO. Now, this is what people go about doing now. They get a photocopy. They might a genuine owner of a property might send his or her CFO to an agent so that they will use it and go for verification. If those people are dubious, what they will do is this: they will go to Lagos. I've forgotten this with particular reference to no place, please. They will go to a cyber, take all those details, screen grab the signature of maybe the commissioner of lands or whoever the person is. They will put everything on that fake brown paper, laminate it, everything will look real, and they will give it to you on the day of payment. That is actually the CFO. Now, I've happened to have an experience with a particular transaction. The man said that he has a CFO attached to his documents, and we went to the Ministry of Lands to verify this thing. The bad thing about some of these ministries is that they are not enlightened. You don't just employ someone because you feel this person needs a federal government work or a state work. You need to. It is high time government start employing people that are enlightened. Scammers are devising means every day, every single day. They are devising a means to scam people out of their hard-earned money. Now, you need to put people in a ministry where they can keep up with the trending of or happenings of the society at that particular time. How can an elderly woman that is not enlightened, that is working at the Ministry of Lands or wherever the person is working at, know that a CFO that someone is holding at a particular time or trying to verify is actually the authentic CFO? What they do is that they just pick the details from the CFO, go to their records, issue you a report, and then they write that this land is genuine and blah 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 blah. So how do you, even lawyers fall for this? How do you, even as a lawyer, not just as a lawyer, even as a realtor, how do you verify that this document you are holding is actually the authentic CFO? There is no doubt that the property has a CFO actually, but how do you verify that this particular document you are holding is the original CFO to that land? How do you even verify that is even a CFO issued by the government? Nobody will teach you this. You learn every day from experience. There is no machine at any ministry that will tell you, okay, bring the original CFO. If we insert it on this particular machine, it will detect if this is our document or not. It only takes experienced experts to verify if actually this CFO is the authentic CFO issued by a government body. So when you raise it up, you will see a shadow coat of arm below it. That is what tells you that this is actually a genuine CFO. Now, getting over to verifying if the person that the name is appearing on the CFO is actually the person you are making payment to. Before I will advise you, I'm going to take only these two topics today. verifying original documents, and then matching it with the person you want to make payment to be sure that these payments are actually being made to the right person. I'm not going to go down to everything that we have today. It's going to be segment by segment. I will pick another day to talk about some other various issues, but I need, for whichever one I'm talking of, I need to hammer on the essence of it so that you will get it and get correctly the appropriate thing to apply. Now, someone might have a C of O. Another person might take possession of it, let's say a photocopy of it, because people are dubious, and then you use it and make a fake C of O. Now, after making those C of O's, you want to, the next stage after verification and everything is to go and pay the owner of the property, right? Very good. Now, when you make payment, before you make payments, please, it is always good, whether the person have 35 companies, it's none of your business. It's your hard-earned money that you want to make payments for, that you want to make payment for the property. It is your hard-earned money. So this is what you have to do. Request for a valid government identity card. Request for a valid government identity card. It can be an international passport. It can be NIN, national identity card. It can be, I really don't trust voters card. Why I'm saying this is this: if you get an NIN, then if you get an international passport, if you look at these two documents, there is a barcode. I'm not with anyone here, I would have demonstrated. There is a barcode either below or at the back of it, but majorly below and at the back of it though. Now, there is an app that you can use to extract original issued government ID card and not forged document of and not forged government identity card. Someone might give you a card. Okay, this is my driver's license. Driver's license is another good form of identification. No one should give you a company card to validate the name that is existing on a property and the name that is existing on the identity card. No one should give you an identity card of a company or where the person works, whether the person works in any ministry or is a reputable, the person is one big. No, the person should give you a valid government identity card that have not expired. Because if the document is expired, if the identity card is expired, you have yourself to blame. So when the person gives you this document, there is a barcode beneath it or at the back of it. There is an app. I think the app is PDF. It's not PDF. I've forgotten the, hold on. PDF 417. Sorry for cutting it short. PDF 417 is the name of this app. You can get it on Apple Store. You can get it on Google Play Store, whichever phone you are using. PDF 417. That's the name of this app. You can use this app to trace an original valid issued identity card by government. Either a driver's license, either a NIN or an international passport. Once you place it on that barcode, automatically the app will pick it. And once the app picks the detail from the barcode, it will display the full details of the person that truly has that particular detail. Now, there is something people do. They might just get an existing barcode from somewhere. They will put their identity on it and place that barcode. You will be seeing a valid barcode. Now, the onus is on you to check if the barcode, there is no mistake to it. There is no single mistake to it. I am being sincere to you. Once you check any barcode, and what the barcode is displaying on that app is quite different from what you are seeing on the person's identity card. Nobody should give you any silly excuse that is from the printing company that does this one and does this one. Run, my brother, I say run. But if you see a barcode showing you exactly the same details that is on the person's identity card, then know that is a genuine issued government identity. If you like, just get this app, download it. I'm not promoting any app, but I'm just telling you this is personally what works for me. PDF 417 is the app. Get it, place any valid document, any valid issued identity card from a recognized government, but be it federal government, be it state government. Once you pick it, once you just on your camera, go to the app, on your camera, place it on that barcode. It will pick that barcode immediately. If it doesn't pick that barcode, know that the identity card the person gave to you or is giving to you is actually a fake one. If you will make an arrest, please issue an arrest. So once you verify these details, that is the second phase of it. Now, if the person is giving you an account number, property business is not a business that you should be doing in trust. I might know Mr. A so well, and then because of the fact that he showed me a property, I want to turn a blind eye because I know this particular person to do the transaction. Sometimes the people you trust might actually be blind to what is actually happening. Please ensure that if the person is, because what most people do is that they will use their company name. I do it, but there will definitely be a proof to show you that I am the owner of this particular company. If I'm using my company name to buy out a property, and then I want to make a sales, and I'm giving you my personal account to make payments to, after you must have verified everything, please, it is not too much to pay a lawyer. You don't even, sorry that I'm actually, it's just as if I'm cutting the work of lawyers, but there are some self-enlightenment as a human, an adult, that you ought to know. One is this: when you are doing such a thing, please, you can do a CAC search to lift the veil of a particular company, to know if actually the name that is on the account tallies fully with the name that have been given to you or to the bank account in question. I will give you a real life experience. Now, we actually went to a hotel that I will not mention. I will not mention the name of the hotel. The hotel is located in the city of Enugu. So we requested, for being naive and being new into properties, we requested for the person's identity card. An elderly man that is 60 years. The man hurriedly brought out the national the voter's card. We are not aware of how to do some of these transactions. It was actually one of the beginning days of us going into property business and transactions. So we were fully carried away with the money we are going to get after the transaction. That is why I will also advise you, even if you're a lawyer, when you want to embark on buying a property of any huge amount, please, emotions and feelings can be very deceptive. You cannot be a doctor to yourself. You might close and turn a blind eye to some certain things that if you were doing it for a client, you would have been very vigilant. Get another lawyer to help you peruse through whatever document so that you won't be carried away that the property is located in a choice area. So back to my this thing. The man showed us the voter's card. We didn't know that it's actually a fake voter's card. And we were issued showed a this thing, what is it called, a C of O. You didn't know that it's actually a fake C of O too. So on that particular voter's card, it was written a particular name. The difference between the original name that should be on that identity card is just 2 letters, N and E. But the man wrote N without writing an E. So you can easily register a BVN with just 1 letter differentiating you from someone that has an existing name of such nature. Like my name is Obi-Chukwu Kadibia. You can actually do a BVN with Obi-Chukwu Kadiba, differentiating it with just 1 letter word. If you are not careful, you are in is that you are in. My name is Obi-Chukwu Kadibia with a BVN name registered. Someone can use Obi-Chukwu Kadiba just with the different something, just 1 letter word, just a single alphabet to differentiate you or differentiate myself to that person. Now this was what this 60 years old man did. We were carried away once again by this thing, the money we are going to get. So getting to the bank, we saw that the person actually opened an account with the same name that is on the identity card. There is someone, the real owner of that property is answering. I'm using myself for an example. Let's say Obi-Chukwu Kadibia. I am the real owner of the property. I am selling and I'm outside the country. But these local thieves that are in Nigeria have gotten a photocopy of the C of O because they told maybe someone related to the owner that they want to go for a search. So the person sent it through the WhatsApp or a photocopy of it, and they forged the document perfectly well. So when we got to the bank, we say, okay, fine. The name on the ID card matches the name on the C of O. It also matches the name on, what is it called, on the bank account. And we have actually gone for search to one Ministry of Lands. I will not mention the place. I will not mention the state. And they confirmed that the property is genuine. So we made payment to this account. It is just 1 alphabet separating this from the original owner. So they got someone that have never for once in a very rural or in a very timid area brainwashed the person, paid the person 100,000 naira. The person was very happy. And then they opened the account in the person's name and named the person exactly the same name, word to word, with just a difference of 1 capital or 1 particular alphabet. Very tricky one. We made payments because everything is going as planned. We did not use the PDF 417 to check if that document, if the voter's card is genuine. Of course, we didn't have the knowledge. I'm sharing with you that this is the particular way to verify an original C of O. Then they brought out a survey plan. I'm not a surveyor, I'm a lawyer by profession. But I will tell you that when you are being issued with a survey plan, please check that red seal. Make sure that they write up on that red seal, if you place your hand on it, that you can feel that write up. Make sure that a reflection of that seal, that red seal with the coat of arms, is also showing at the back. Some of the red seals are just placed in front of it. And when you turn the back, you will not see a reflection of that red seal showing at the back that you can also feel when you touch it. Some might just place a red seal that you can't feel anything, you can't even see a duplication of it at the back. That is a fake survey plan. And the practice here is that because people find it difficult, it is quite expensive to get or to employ the services of a registered surveyor. There are processes, just like going to law school for a lawyer. There are processes you have to go through after going to school to study survey for you to become a registered surveyor. So what most surveyors do is that they go to people that are already registered. After surveying, they will use their own seal. So if you say that you want to trace the property and verify it from the person's name that appears below, you might be going to even the wrong person that did the survey. It might be someone that is actually a surveyor but not a registered surveyor did the survey. Now he went to the office of someone that is a registered surveyor to make such a to execute to use the person's seal and execute it. It's not that it's wrong, but what I'm saying is that you might actually go to the person tomorrow, the name on the survey, and the person will tell you that he knows nothing about it, that this survey was done by so person. The person only made use of my registered survey seal. So it was a very painful one from that experience. So I'm sharing experiences of a life daily activities of scammers with respect to property business. So please, I'm going to be stopping here today, and next time that we are going to be meeting, there are other things I'm going to talk about, but because of the fact that today is more like our Monday, we have a couple of activities to go to venture into. Just ensure that you go through this live video, ensure that you go through it again, pick some of the things that I have said, how to verify an original and authentic C of O, how to verify a government issued identity card, tallying it with the name that have been given to you to verify if he's actually the owner of the property also, and every other thing that we spoke about. So until next time, my name is Obi Chukwukadibia Esquire. I'm also the CEO of Dorset Properties and Investment Limited. We deal on properties, empty lands in the city of Enugu, Abuja and Lagos, with particular reference to Enugu. We also deal on already built properties. So in case you are interested in investing on any sector of real estate in the city of Enugu, Anambra, Asaba, Lagos, Abuja, with particular reference to Enugu, please don't fail to DM us, or you can message us on WhatsApp on 07015000375. Thank you very much. Until next time. Goodbye.